All right, welcome back everybody today, and thank you for joining us again, and thank you for doing the poll on the Instagram for what dish you wanted me to create in a healthier way. So the poll winner is going to be stuffed chicken breasts. Again, chicken's the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take these whole chicken breasts right here, and we're going to open them up just like a book. We're gonna stuff them. I'm gonna show you how I make a nice little pesto. We'll put it inside the chicken breast, a little sliced tomato, and we'll have a little sauce on the side. Okay, so stay tuned, and here we go. The first thing I wanna make sure that I mentioned before is when you're cooking or cutting chicken breast, always use a acrylic cutting board. No wood cutting boards. You don't want it to go through that wood because you're never gonna be able to clean it out. You'll be susceptible for salmonella. All right, so there's a couple ways that we can stuff the chicken breast. Some people open it up, butterfly it like a book. I have a nice sharp knife here. Some people actually build a pocket on the inside, but we're gonna go threefold. So we're gonna open it up twice. Okay, so I'm gonna put my hand, I'm gonna bone my fingers up so I don't cut myself. I have a nice sharp boning knife right here. We're gonna go in just about a third to the top of the breast, and we're going to just carve out a straight line, just like this. Okay, I'm gonna peel away. Very simple like that. I'm gonna turn the chicken breast around. I'm gonna do one, this is like plastic surgery, you know, I feel like I'm on The Good Doctor here. So we're gonna go down a little bit. We're gonna do a little insertion, and then we're gonna come across again. Remember, bow your fingers up. Okay, and that way we get the most stuffing inside our breast like that. So now we open it up just like a book. Okay, what I like to do with these chicken breasts, since they're just born in the shop, they're just purchased in the grocery store, I like to open them up, and I'm actually going to pound it out to make it thinner. Okay, it also tenderizes the meat, and it makes it easier to work with as well. Okay, so let me bang out about 4 of these. I'll get them all flattened out, ready to go. We can stuff them. I'll show you how to make the nice pesto, fresh tomato, and we'll probably do a little shallot and onion on the side with some spinach. Okay. Die. Sorry. All right, now what to do. I had the fun with the chicken breasts. They're all pounded out and thin. Open up like a book. We're gonna roll it. We're gonna stuff it. So next thing I'm gonna show you how to do is a quick pesto. I'm gonna introduce you to a food processor. It's one of these guys. Okay. Pesto is very easy. All you need is some fresh basil, some garlic, a little Parmesan, salt, pepper, nice good olive oil, and some people add pine nuts for flavor, okay, and then seasoning, of course. But I'm gonna show you how we do all this. We're gonna combine all the ingredients in this food processor. It's a real quick sauce, and here we go. Very important, this thing is plugged in. Do not put your fingers in and turn it on. Not a good idea. You want the green pesto, you don't want the red. So, starting off with 3 cloves of garlic. Here we go. Nice and peeled. Throw them and drop them in the bottom. Okay. Next step, we got the basil. We got the nice and fresh basil. You put it in here. Okay, and nice and nice. Oh, we gotta make a little bit over here. Okay, I got more basil right here. Throw it in, nice and rinsed. Here we go. A little bit of pepper. You don't want to overpower it. Of course, you can season it to taste when you're done. Light salt. Don't need a lot because you're adding Parmesan. So just keep that in mind. Parmesan's already salty. Red pepper, love it. Okay. I'm not adding it for the spice. I'm actually adding it to just kick up the flavor a little bit. Okay. Very important. The Parmesan cheese. Throw it on top. Which is probably about 3 tablespoons. Okay. And this is going to go inside the chickens. I have 4 nice chickens. So just think about, keep that in retrospect, is that you're not going to be eating all of this all at once. So 1 chicken is probably going to be 1 portion for a meal. Okay. Very important. We're going to lock it in. Here we go, baby. Turning it on, nice fresh olive oil. It's gonna get loud, be careful. All right, and I'm turning on, I'm gonna pour my oil as I go. So here we go. Look at that. Okay, fun's over. Okay, and that's your quick pesto. We're gonna taste it real quick. We're gonna unplug it, just so I have 10 fingers left. Let's see. Not bad, quick and easy. We're gonna slice a little tomato. We're gonna put this in the middle, roll up the chicken breast. We're gonna do a quick fry on the pan, and then we're gonna just throw it in the oven. All right, very simple. And in the meantime, we'll make a nice little sauce. We always gotta have the sauce, right? We don't want this boring. Onto the tomatoes, here we go. Nice fresh tomato, rinsed, washed. Just cut simple slices all the way down. That's all you need. Remember, sometimes I forget, I shouldn't. Curl your fingers back so you don't end up with, you know, half a finger or half a nail. You don't want to do any of that. Right, so, okay, here we go, step one. Tomatoes are sliced, right? Let's not get the raw chicken on the cutting board since I already cleaned it. I'm gonna use a plate, okay? And here we go. We got the first winner right here. Nice, thin. How does that look? Looks nice? Season a little bit. Season along the way. Little salt, you know, one of those. Okay, beautiful. All right, little pepper. Little nice tomato. I'm gonna put 2 in the center because we're gonna fold it left and right. Kind of like a blanket. Gonna keep the chicken warm. Okay. Nice little pesto, what we made fresh. Put it right down the middle. All right, because when it all cooks, it's gonna stay in there. Simple. Take your fork that already touched the raw chicken, one side over, and the other. That's it. Repeat. After 4, I'll show you what we're doing in the pan. Just to show you what I'm doing here. Open it up really quick. 1 or 2 slices of thin tomato and the pesto on top. Fold in one side and then fold in the other. Very simple. Sometimes if you cut too far, you may need to use a couple toothpicks just to keep them intact. But trust me, after you cook the chicken, take out the toothpicks. You don't want to eat them. So okay, I went a little step further with the chicken breasts because I remember I mentioned that the toothpicks that you want to put in your chicken breast because you don't want them to stick. You don't want to eat them, all right? So take a look at this. I use colorful toothpicks so I can pick them out whenever when they're done, when they're ready. So I have a little bit of oil. I used grandma's oil again, just a little bit. I'm gonna put this in the pan, all right? Just coat the bottom of the pan, and what do we say? Take the wooden spoon, check it. You got little bubbles creeping up yet? Oh yeah, we got some bubbles. Here we go. Okay, all right. So we're not gonna use any flour for this. All right, we're just going to season the breast. Season them breasts. Sorry. And then we're going to put them in the pan, get them lightly brown coated, finish them off in the oven. With poultry, please, please, please keep in mind, you have to cook it above an internal temperature of 165 for poultry to be considered cooked, okay? Cook it all the way through. You don't want to mess with this stuff. You'll be sick for days, all right? But again, I love chicken, so I'm gonna show you, this is my recipe. I got the oil hot. I'm going to be placing my chickens in there, just like that. You hear him talking? Oh, that's a rooster. Oh my God, it's not even a chicken. Okay, here we go. Again, kids' parties, I'm here. All right, so we're gonna roast these up or saute them really quick in the pan. Put them in another container. Throw it in the oven about 350 for about 20 minutes until it's cooked all the way through. I'm gonna save this pan. I'm not gonna dump out any oil because I gotta build the sauce off of this. Okay? Stay tuned. Here we go. Chicken's in the oven, ready to go. Remember, I told you, do not discard all of this in the bottom of the pan. All those drippings and stuff. Yes, that's the oil, and trust me, we're not adding any more. We don't need any more. Okay? We're gonna use this for the sauce now. So, we got the pan nice and hot, ready to go. I got a few shallots here. I'm gonna add in. Okay? I'm gonna cut it down the middle. Remember, watch my fingers. You guys can follow along, just like this. Just like this. Come down again. All right, nice little slices, little strips. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, just while your pan's getting hot, you're gonna need to do this. Okay, throw them in and listen to them sing. Up, see, there you go. Good stuff. So the sauce is gonna be just a little shallot, some onion. I might actually throw in a little bit of leftover pesto that we used. Some sliced tomato. I quartered these, and I'm actually gonna be taking out the seed. All right, we're gonna add that later. And I think I did mention onion, all right? So, we're gonna keep going with this. I'm gonna leave this on because it's gonna be a very quick process. Okay, let's turn it up. Here we go. All those drippings in the bottom of the pan, actually, they call that a fond. All right, that's what all the flavoring is left. It's stuck to the pan. So if you ever want to deglaze a pan and get that flavor up, you can use wine. Some people just use water, which is boring. But I like to add a little alcohol because it adds flavor, another layer of flavor. All right, or even if you overcook something in your pan and you're frying, which you shouldn't be frying often because you're eating healthy, right? If you heat up the pan enough and you add water to it, and you just go around with a spoon, just like this, and scrape it off, it comes right up. It comes right up. But Italian, we don't waste flavor. Very important, okay? We're gonna get the best out of our meal, okay? We got one more onion to go. We're moving right along, nice and quick, nice and hot. Sole mio. I know my singing sucks, so bear with me. Okay, cook this a little bit. In the meantime, so like I said before, I quartered these tomatoes. Now I'm just gonna run along the top, take out the seed, just like that. Nice and nice. And then we're gonna go right down with these strips. 1, 2, 3. Tomatoes you wanna add in last, all right, because they cook very quickly. One more. All right, here we go. Smells good. Remember, if I invent smell-o-vision, I guys want you to invest in my stock. Very important, okay? All right, the next, one of the good important components I'm gonna be adding is gonna be wine. And let me grab a seat here so I can just talk to you a little bit. So these are getting a little color. They're getting translucent. And then I had some in-laws over yesterday, so got an open bottle, so we better make use of it, right? We're gonna deglaze the pan. About quarter cup, that'll do. All right, salute. That's good Pinot Grigio. All right. Look at that. A little bit more. You guys ever watched the movie Grumpier Old Men 2 with the old grandma? She says, next time he touches the Pinot Rosso, I'm gonna whack him. He said, Mama, You always think everybody's at the Vino Rosso. They are. Pretty good, right? Okay. Okay, so we got the, me and my impressions. We got the wine going, shallots, onions, tomatoes later. I got some hot chicken stock here. All right, because I want to add everything hot, keep it hot and going. Bada bing, bada boom. That was about 2 cups worth. We'll do a little seasoning. Do some salt. That's not salt. This is pepper. Hello. Salt. Pepper. A little red. You want to add in the pesto? You can. You can make it look green like an Incredible Hulk sauce. You know? Alright? That also has garlic too. That's going to add one more layer of flavor. We're just getting creative now. It's kind of like, what's that? Not Iron Chef. Where they grab all those ingredients and they have to make something out of it. Tomatoes. Okay. Tomatoes go in. Just like that. Keep it going, keep your pan hot. And I don't like adding, I like a thick sauce, but I don't like adding flour. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add what's called a slurry. I know I said this before. It's a little bit of cornstarch and water, warm water, equal parts. So combine one with the other, run it through your fingers. And then while the sauce is hot, not bubbling, calm down. While the sauce is hot, you're going to add this. But make sure you get out all the lumps in the slurry. All right? It's like one white, milky mess consistency. In you go. Okay, keep it out of simmer. Ooh, hands here feel all disgusting now. And then let that cook for a little bit. You want it greener? I got a nice baby spinach I'm gonna throw in here too. All right, so this is all going to be covered over the roasted chicken breasts at the finale. You're gonna love it. So we got everything. The only thing I wanna remind you is there's garlic in here. No dates after eating this, okay? You know, you don't wanna do that, all right? So we're gonna combine these all together. I'll cut it up nice, make it look nice on a plate for you. And that's it. I'll be drinking my wine. All right, so now we're bored. We're waiting. Chicken's good in the oven, waiting to get done. The sauce and the vegetable mixture is all set. Want to starch? All right, so let's try something. You guys want to do some thin scalloped potatoes really quick, or little potato chips? Very easy. So you got a non-stick pan, right? Very simple. Get the pan hot. Potato. Put it in the microwave for about this size potato. I put it in the microwave for about 2.5 minutes. I'm gonna slice it real thin, like a potato chip, right? So I'm gonna go all the way down, cut all the way through, and we're making nice little chips. All right. The reason why I put it in the microwave because I already got the cooking started. So that way the inside is gonna start to cook first, and I don't have to burn the edges when I fry them in the pan. Okay, so we're just going to use a little quick Pam on this non-stick spray, and they're going to come out looking like potato chips. You'll be surprised. You ready? God damn, that potato's hot. Piping hot. Woo! You see the steam? All right, a little quick Pam, right? Bada bing, bada boom. All right, a little salt. We're going to season it. A little salt turn like this. All right. And just lay them down. Lay them down like that till a light brown. And this is actually gonna build the bottom of our dish. So you have 1 portion of carbohydrate. You're gonna have 1 portion of protein. You're gonna have your vegetables, your onions, your tomatoes. Well, tomatoes are fruit, obviously. It's got the seeds in it. But you're gonna have some shallots in there. I threw in fresh baby spinach. So that does qualify as a vegetable. Thank you very much. Then we're gonna slice the chicken breast on the bias. We're gonna plate it nice. You guys are gonna like this. It's gonna be, you're gonna be eating healthy, but it's gonna be fun anyway. So you're gonna enjoy this. So once I'm done with this, I'll show you the end result and we'll start building our nice little plate. Okay? So in the meantime, we got a little board and we did the potatoes. Now the chicken's done. Chicken's out of the oven. Say hello, chicken. Bark, bark. Okay. And that's already cooked and ready to go, heated to 165 on the internal temperature. We did the potatoes. Look at that. Golden brown, not bad, right? Non-stick pan, little quick Pam spray, some salt all over, and then just brown them, okay? Remember, I put them in the microwave for about 2 minutes. So, plate building, here we are, all right? You want to build your plate to make it look very artistic, to make it appealing to the eye, with at least 3 things. One is color. So you want to keep a minimum to 3 to 4 colors per plate because it's going to look very busy, okay, if you go higher than that. Texture. So we have something that's quick sautéed and then baked in the oven. We have something that's lightly fried. And then we also have the vegetables that we did with the onions, okay? And then we also have the flavor profile. So we have the onions that are a little on the sweeter side, and then we have the pesto that's in the chicken breast, and I'm gonna put some on top, which is a little garlicky and earthy. We have the chicken itself, and then we have the potatoes, which are also earthy. So the last thing you wanna keep in mind or consider when you're building your plate is height. All right, you don't want everything all on one flat plate, unless you really don't care, which is fine. I don't mind. So the first thing we do, we got a nice plate, right? You don't need huge, giant plates, okay? If you're looking to trim the waistline, get smaller plates, or just fill the inner part of your plate. All right, so we're just going to line this up. We have some nice golden brown potatoes, kind of fan it out, you know, make it look nice and pretty. Okay, just like this. All right, nice little circle. I got a little fan going. All right, let me lift that up and show you guys. Pretty, right? Okay. Next, we're gonna slice, actually gonna do our vegetables next because you wanna add height. So here we go. Vegetables are nice and cooked. Smell that wine. That's nice. All right, we're going right in the middle, just like that. Adding a little bit more height. We need some color. We need a little red in there. Okay, red from the tomato. Isn't that pretty? Nice, right? Okay. It's all about eating healthy. Okay, next I'm just going to show you here. See, we got our height. We're building. All right, now I'm gonna cut my chicken breast. Let's see how it came out. Ooh, we're looking pretty fancy. Pretty fancy, ladies and gentlemen. It's also very hot, so bear with me. I'm trying to cut through this as fast as I can. Jesus, that's hot. Woo! Okay. Nice, right? Juicy. Okay. Put it right down there. Lay it across. What do you think? Pretty? Nice? Okay. All different colors. And I don't want to get too crazy, but we'll put a little dollop of the pesto on top just to indicate what's inside. Woo! All right, so you have your starch, you have your protein, you have your vegetables, and we did do a little oil in the pan. We didn't do much, so go back and watch the video. We didn't add a lot at all. We just kept using it. And there you go, that's your meal. It's your complete meal, guys. Enjoy. I don't have a name for it, honestly. Didn't invent it. We just came up with it. So let's call it Stuffed Forget About It.